Stupid Elissa. Did GinaMarie go into DR?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's real scary. I feel like it's like the more that I talk to her about like how she's played this season, it's scary.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking last night, I was putting, you know, putting myself in the jury's shoes kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it is scary.
Yeah.
Because, dude, she's played an honest game.
I know.
And everybody knew she stood. She had the majority of the house coming after her at one point, and she was able to make friends with them and stop that.
Yeah. I know.
She won 2 HOHs. Got out Amanda.
Yeah.
Which is almost enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know. I've been trying to put myself in the jury's shoes too, and I get more and more scared. I just need to like stop thinking, like, because I feel like I'm just like, fuck. Like, I really do think that if I make it to the final 2, I will be ripped a new asshole on live television.
Well, there may be a chance of that. But yeah, it is. You know, for a while I was like, damn, nobody can beat Andy.
Yeah.
You know, honestly. And the more I think about it, GinaMarie's played a hell of a game.
I know.
And I do, when I said that she can come back for All Stars, dude, she's a fierce competitor.
Yeah.
You know, she's a fun personality in the DR. She's
Yeah.
got a great personality.
Totally.
She fights and argues with people, and does some of the best ones of the season.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And, like, I think one thing that sticks out with her is that she has played an honest game. And that is bizarre.
Sorry, just making sure.
You thought Jeremy was there?
Yeah.
He's always listening to the door.
He had eyes all over the house. That was another really stupid thing that he would say to me all the time.
I got eyes all
over this house. I know what you're up to. What? Okay. Well, that doesn't make me suspicious, idiot.
Yeah.
Like, if you know what I'm up to, because he really did have eyes all over the house, why would you announce that to people?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that just made me suspicious. You know what I'm saying? That just, like, almost fucked, like, you and Howard, because when people were like, Howard Spencer can't be trustworthy, I, like, started to put 2 and 2 together, and I was like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jeremy did say that he, like, has these, like, eyes all over the house. Fuck.
Yeah. Well.
Idiot.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
Yeah, see, I think, Spencer, I legitimately think I'm totally beatable by either one of you, just based on the, like, ties that I've severed with people in the jury house. And, like, because I feel like they're going to be especially spiteful towards me because I, like, sat down and had, like, really personal, deep conversations with them and then fucking screwed them over.
Yeah.
Well, like, all of them.
Yeah.
All of them, basically, besides Candace.
Well, I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't have good relationships that really... I mean, they all hated me. Like, I can't point to one person that Jerry... Like, I think McCrae and we've talked about going to Comic-Con after this. Like, next year. But that's just because we have similar interests. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, you know... I don't know, dude. I know you say you think you're beatable. I can't beat you, dude. I'm the fucking low man here. And I do trust you when you say you take me if you give me a decision. Because I don't have anything to hang my hat on.
I mean, I disagree with that. I think we all do, but I think that some cases are stronger than others. But I think you've got a really big case of, like, the pawn always is supposed to go home at some point, and you never did. You know, which is a big deal. It really is. That's like,
dude,
I mean, that's
everybody
like,
up there knows.
But that's like never happened in Big Brother history ever.
Well, like that. But like, I was always legitimately just the pawn.
Yeah.
Like, as long as I shut the fuck up, the other person would go home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I had to like fight and scramble for my life. Mm-hmm. And I think that if I was in the jury looking at my game, I'd be like, he fucking really didn't do anything. He got HOH once, competing against 3 people that didn't really have.
But
a
it's just
life
like, but you did what you could with the hand that was dealt to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else were you supposed to do? Well, like, you tried to make moves, and when they didn't work, you just did what you had to do to stay. You know?
That's another thing. My moves never worked. your alliance and work with me and this huge African American gentleman that you don't trust. Sound good?
Like, flip on your alliance. It's like rock solid, trustworthy right now.
Yeah.
And just, I mean, don't get me wrong. I liked you better than 90% of the people that I was aligned with, but I was also just like, if I flipped on Helen, Amanda, McCrae, and Elissa, I'd be fucked.
Sure.
Like, I would be public enemy number one.
I know.
And then it's just like, and who do I have backing me up? Candace and Howard and Spence, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, no offense to you, Howard, Candace, and Judd, but I was just like, that's not a comp powerhouse.
No,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, damn.
Yeah, it's really not.
And Jesse kind of, like, thrown in there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I don't know, I feel like I played a very, like, my game was, like, night and day from the first half to the second half. I feel like the first half I was all about, like, just kind of staying in the background and, like, not really, I mean, I did, like, I got what I wanted done, but it was, like, at the ideas of other people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Amanda would be like, I want this person out, and I'd be like, I'm cool with that. Like, you know, like, that's fine with me.
Sure, yeah.
And then second half of the game, I was very much more, like, gung-ho and, like, ready to pull the trigger on things, you know?
Well, I couldn't have done anything in this game had I not. Like, we basically aligned day 50.
Yeah.
And I could not have done anything in this game had it not been for you.
It's funny that, like, our line, basically, like, the time when we aligned was when I was telling you that I was going to put you on the block.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I'm nominating you today, but you have to understand why.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I put you on the block twice. Sorry.
Yeah.
1/4 of your time on the block was
Yeah.
because of me.
But see, and that's another thing. It's like, you know, I can say, yeah, I'm on the block, but you put me up there a quarter of it, and I was nowhere danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To me, the circumstances make all the difference.
Yeah.
And my circumstances were, laughable. Like, how much danger do you think I was feeling when fucking Candace was hollering at GinaMarie in the clowning tard? I mean, I could have stood up and been like, you are all a bunch of dumb fuckers, da, 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 that kind of, and it wouldn't have made any difference. I still would have stayed there. I could have given that speech pretty much every time,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't have made any difference.
Who went home sitting next to you?
Amanda.
Who were the 8 people?
Helen, Amanda, Candace, Jesse,
Caitlin.
McCrae,
No, not Caitlin. Who went home third?
Jeremy,
Okay, so
and
Candace.
there's one more.
Candace. Wait, 7 people went home sitting next to you? Oh, because you went up and came off, right?
Okay, I won the veto once.
So Candace. Okay. Candace, Amanda, Jesse,
Helen,
Jeremy, McCrae. You only came off once, right?
yeah.
You weren't next to Howard. That was when you came off the block.
Yeah.
You weren't next to Judd because you put him up. Who the hell was the 7th person? Not David, not Nick. So let's just run through in the order. David, Nick, Jeremy, Caitlin you weren't up against. Howard you weren't up against. Candace.
I was up Judd.
Oh, you were against Judd.
Yeah.
When you went
first
home.
time.
So Judd one time. Okay, so there we go. One of Judd's 2 eviction. God, that sucks for Judd. The most anxious person in the house having to be evicted twice.
Yeah. It's almost cruel if you think about it.
Yeah. I bet that production really wanted either Judd or Candace to get back in the house.
I would agree.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Although I feel like all 4 of those potential jurors were good TV.
There could have been calamity with any of them.
Yeah. Jesse, I think, would have been the biggest. And Helen, I think, would have been big trouble, too.
Yeah, Helen
Like
was
Elissa
huge
winning
trouble.
that HOH and Helen coming back.
Oh my God.
That would have been awful. Basically, any of those girls winning that HOH with Elissa, or I'm sorry, any of those girls coming back with Elissa winning the HOH, because Jesse would have been up Elissa's ass.
Oh my gosh, I know.
Like, Yeah, a lot of this game is like good gameplay, but there's also a big element of chance. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
just get lucky when like the right person wins,
Yeah, for sure.
or like when the right person doesn't like come back into the fucking house.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a twist can either be good for you or kill you.
Yeah, because I remember like if the week that Amanda went wouldn't have been a double, we would have had a lot of work to do.
Yes.
Like that would have been so awful, just like carrying on that lie all week.
That's why it worked out perfectly for the exterminators.
Yeah. But yeah, I think there was like big potential that if anyone but Judd, because I feel like out of all those 4 jurors, I guess Candace too. Candace didn't really feel slighted by me, but if Helen or Jessica had come back, I feel like I could have gone home that week.
Yeah, they could have been pissed off at you for sure.
Like Judd was one of the, because Judd, I feel like the Judd blindside was mostly at the hands of, and don't get me wrong, I had a bigger part in it than I played up to Judd while he was here because I didn't want him to know.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, Helen and Amanda spearheaded that, you know?
Yeah.
Not me. But I was definitely 100% on board with it.
Yeah.